Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Now in my last video I played this deck here, Tiny1009's Cubelock. It did very well for me on the Wild Mode ladder. Fun deck to play, but then I discovered another version of Cubelock, GetMeowth's Cubelock. GetMeowth is an awesome wild Twitch streamer, well worth checking out, and in this video we'll be just comparing both of these decks. So as you can see, there are some massive similarities. Obviously they're both decks that play demons, both play Blood Reaver Gul'dan, both play Enzoth the Corruptor to get those death rattles back, but there are some subtle differences, so let's go through the differences very quickly. GetMeowth's deck plays Prince Taldaram, which will give you a 3/3 copy of a minion, whereas Tiny's deck plays Faceless Manipulator. So which one's better, getting a 3/3 copy via the Prince, or getting a full copy of a minion, i.e. all the stats, via the Faceless Manipulator? Now Faceless is 2 mana more expensive, so there's some arguments there on value and cost. GetMeowth's deck does not run Twisting Nether, whereas Tiny's deck does. The argument being that in GetMeowth's deck you have Defile, you have Hellfire, you have Mortal Coils, you have Dark Bombs, you have ways of clearing the board. Do you really need Twisting Nether? So there's that argument. GetMeowth's deck runs Sylvanas, which is brilliant with Dark Pact, brilliant with Enzoth. Tiny's deck does not have Sylvanas. Loatheb is in GetMeowth's deck. Tiny's deck doesn't have it. To make way for all of these extra cards, GetMeowth's deck only runs 1 copy of Doomguard, and Tiny's deck obviously runs 2 copies. There's an argument there with Doomguard that sometimes the discard effect can be crippling. You can end up discarding things that you'd rather not discard. Therefore, is it safer just to run 1 copy of it? But then is that really a problem when you've got Void Callers, when you've got Possessed Lackeys that can just bring Doomguards out from your deck? So anyway, various things to consider there, and we're going to be looking at a few highlights from both of these decks, and we're going to start off looking at GetMeowth's deck. And this is Big Priest. I hate Big Priest. I hate playing against it. It's so difficult to beat because you focus in this deck on getting big demons out. They focus on getting big fat minions out, like Yseras, like obsidian statues. And look at how crazy this is, right? Look at his health total, look at mine, and look at what he's able to do here. He heals for 14. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. And in games like this, sometimes Twisting Nether is what you need. Sometimes Hellfire does not do it, does not clear a board, it's not enough. You need a Twisting Nether. Anyway, that sent me back to rank 7, which made me really sad. This game here against a Paladin, it's a really funny game. I'm at 1 health, which means Hellfire is out of the question. But now I'm thinking, hang on a second, I could make a comeback in this game. Because I have Defile. This is where Defile really shines. And we have a big fat taunt out on the board. He's an aggressive Paladin, probably doesn't run Consecration, right? So I should be safe. I should be safe. I have this taunt to hide behind. When it dies, there'll be 3 more taunts to hide behind. So, what can kill me now is the question that you ask. Well, he's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it. And if I can just draw Dark Pact, then I can start healing. But Dark Pact, never there when you need it. Still thinking. Okay, call to arms. And he gets 2 knife jugglers. That is absolutely nuts. Of course, the juggle hits my face. Oh dear. Okay. So I didn't have much luck with GetMeowth's deck, so I went back to my Tiny1009 deck. And, well, I was able to get revenge against a paladin. And this was Secret's Paladin. Probably not as dangerous as the more aggressive paladin that I faced in that previous game. But Secret's Paladin can still be pretty aggressive and oppressive. This Secret's Paladin runs Equality Consecration. Which you just don't expect, ever. But actually, it's fine, because I have more health than him, and I have a hero power that heals and deals damage. So now you say, well, show me your second copy of Equality, show me your second copy of Consecration. Oh, Dr. Boom. Almost as good as Equality Consecration is Dr. 7, but sadly in this situation he does nothing.
Nicely done.
Oh look, Mal'Ganis. Okay, so we go back to winning some games now. Back to rank 6, which makes us happy. Okay, going up against a priest. Now, this is Quest Priest. In my previous video with Cubelock, you saw me going up against Big Priest a lot. And, you know, Big Priest is hard to beat. Whereas Reno Priest, well, I'd say they're a tad easier. Because they take a little bit longer to set things up. Big Priest can get big threats out quite quickly. Reno Quest Priest does take a little bit longer. But if you give them enough time to set things up, bad things happen. So his quest, it's soon to be completed.
Mind if I roll need?
And there's the last taunt that he needed.
You are safe now.
And the full heal. So by his turn 8, we'd almost killed him. But then he full heals. That's very unfortunate. And we also know that Reno Jackson is in his deck. With Big Priest, sure, they can get big threats out early, but if you can put them under pressure with their health total, they don't play Reno, so you do stand a chance of being able to burst them down with charging Doomguards, with Hellfires, with Dark Bombs, with Enzoth, with Blood Reaver Gul'dan bringing back demons. You can put them under a lot of pressure still. You can get big demons out early to put them under pressure. But against Reno Quest Priest, you know that Reno's going to be coming, and you know that he's going to be healing to 40, so it doesn't matter how much damage I do, there's a very good chance that Reno is in hand, along with a whole series of different board clears. And there's a board clear. And there's another potential board clear. So the board clears are just going to be coming now at us, and we have to think about spacing out our threats, perhaps not overcommitting, but then if we don't commit, we're not going to be doing enough damage to his face. Because there is a chance he doesn't have Reno in hand. There is every chance that he doesn't have it. So do I want to commit a little bit more so I can do some more damage to him? On the off chance he doesn't have Reno? Okay. If he picked Mystic Wool as his 10 cost potion, then this should bring it out. Oh, just decides to play a statue instead. Okay. This is where the deck can become somewhat tricky to play. You start having to do calculations with Defile, and that's always tough. It really is. There is a lot of thinking involved actually in playing Cubelock. You have to think about what demons have I played, what demons do I have in my hand, what demons are still left in my deck that can be brought out by Possessed Lackey. Are there demons in my deck that I don't want to reveal at this stage in time because I haven't seen enough of his board clears or his AoE? Again, more consideration there. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't. But I think it kind of works out. I just clicked some buttons and prayed, and it kind of worked out. Yeah, kind of worked out. Anyway, Doomguard sitting in our hand there. We may need to make a decision next turn about playing it. We're going to discard 2 cards, but that may not be the worst thing. If we can discard a Mortal Coil and a Defile, it's probably fine. Well, usually that would be a good thing, but you are scared of AoE, you are scared of Shadow Word Death. So I think I need to put him under pressure now. Mal'Ganis on board. I'm going to go face. And if he has AoE, if he has a massive board clear, we will get the Doomguard out on board. We'll probably get another demon from the Possessed Lackey, so we'll still have some pressure. Wow. Interesting. So he didn't have like a full-on board clear, and he didn't have Mystic Wool. Wow. That's probably sealed his fate now. And this is where you start counting. He's at 28 health, including armor. And I believe that should probably be lethal. So we put him down to 8. We have the Hellfire. We have the Doomguard. Oh, no space on board? Well, it's fine. Just Defile. Okay. So playing the Doomguard last was very, very important there in terms of ordering, because we didn't want to discard our Hellfire. But there's the bonus streak taking me into rank 5. And now I can relax for the rest of the year. We've hit our target. Okay, so GetMeowth's Cubelock versus Tiny1009's Cubelock. Now in this video, I didn't do GetMeowth's deck justice. You only saw highlights of me losing. It's an excellent, excellent deck. GetMeowth, I think, has been playing it at Legend rank. Obviously, though, he's an amazing player and probably a much better player than me. But I've had more luck with Tiny's deck just because I'm probably more familiar with it and I've played it more. And also, you know, I've had better luck with Twisting Nether. In other words, it's come in handy on various occasions where my opponent's just playing huge minions, big boards, and Defile, Hellfire just wouldn't be enough or were not present. So Twisting Nether is something that at the moment I'm an advocate of, and I think it's worth having in the deck. One card I'm not sure of is the Emperor. Is it needed? The discount can be good. It can let you fit some more things in, but as a viewer on my channel pointed out, recently in my previous Cubelock video, what is the Emperor actually doing? You're not getting any combos, you know, for lethal. You're not getting anything like that. So is the Emperor really needed? At best, what do you do? What do you get out of the Emperor? The opportunity to play an extra demon or two on the board because they're discounted, or a Blood River Gul'dan who's 1 mana cheaper, or an Enzoth who's 1 mana cheaper. Is that really useful? So could the Emperor be replaced by a big demon perhaps? I think that's a worthy consideration in both decks. Sylvanas. In control games, she is phenomenal. Just stealing a big enemy minion can be game-breaking and game-winning. So on that end, I think the GetMeowth deck is superior. But against aggro, she can be a little bit too slow. She's quite expensive. So against aggro, if you survive till turn 8, maybe having access to Twisting Nether is better. So I don't know, it's a consideration, but then again against aggro you've got Hellfire and Defile, so is Nether really needed? So questions there going back and forth. Maybe you guys could leave some comments just, you know, indicating which of these decks you prefer and why, and if there are any alterations you'd make to either deck. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video and the comparison, and I'll see you all again very soon for more wild mode fun.